So I'm going to be talking about Kolektivo and a regenerative, how we are creating a regenerative, stable regenerative future, and how we're doing this by building a community currency backed by the ecological systems that we depend on. So let's just start with a quick introduction. My name is Ruben Russel. A lot of people know me from my long curly hair or my two locks with blue beads. I'm born and raised in Curacao. I've been a long time kind of participant in the metaverse, and I plant seeds, I co-found, and I design, UI UX designer, and do some research, and I'm also an aspiring sociologist. We'll be studying in Portugal soon. Next to that, I work at the Colectivo labs together with colleagues like Luc and these two, Nico and Josh. I've been working on various projects, Prime DAO, Colectivo, Token Engineering Commons, and also other local projects such as Curacao Donut Economy. But today I'm going to be talking mainly about Colectivo, where I've been focusing a lot of time on and expertise. So in Colectivo, we want to start with the problem. So the problem that Colectivo sees is that local ecosystems and communities have little or no institutional help when it comes to certain global crises, climate crises, and biodiversity loss. And we want to create a solution for this through building a stable currency backed by ecological state data. Colectivo, to bring this solution, Colectivo believes in a new story, a story where nature has a voice, where nature can voice its emotions, its feelings. So nature can say if it's feeling great or if it's feeling bad, and also believes in creating the translation language or translation machine for humans to understand these emotions. How Colectivo is doing that is by creating a system, a new novel system, as I've already mentioned before, and I'm going to explain right now how the system looks and how it will work in practice. So Colectivo's system overview starts with ecological systems, so the systems that we depend on, the rivers, the lakes, the seas, the coral reefs, the forests. We're planning to tokenize them, creating geographical or geospatial non-fungible tokens, fractalizing it, creating ERC20 tokens, and then putting those tokens into an index pool, creating LP tokens, which then we put into a treasury and reserve, and then we back a community mint and back a community currency with these new ecological state assets. And in this, we create kind of what the previous speaker have talked about of backing stable currencies with ecological assets. We create an incentive to regenerate ecological systems. So in essence, you will have ecological systems backing a community currency or a digital community currency. And so feeding a regenerative loop with the natural environments that these communities depend on. There's also, what we'll also be adding is equitable governance tooling for every step of the process. And also the wallet, we're creating a wallet for that so that communities can do payments, send and receive the currencies that they've created or minted, and way many other systems. I want to go a bit deeper into the systems, so let's start with NFTs. These are essentially ERC 721s, NFTs that contain geospatial and ecological state data. They can be minted and burned by a DAO, so that's kind of like the governance side of it. Then these tokens that are then created these NFTs are then fractalized, create ERC20 tokens, and these ERC20 tokens go into either go to market, go to a sub-DAO that this asset is being governed by, or they go into a symmetric index pool to create LP tokens. And these LP tokens then are then bonded and deposited into a treasury and reserve, which then mints a stable currency. And then again, creating the loop of stable currency backed by the ecological state data. And this is all built on Celo and using the Mento stability mechanism for the community currency. So what are we doing right now to get there? Right now we're building practical open source technologies. We're using, of course, Celo and blockchain technology to increase trust, transparency, and many other cool features that blockchain brings. We're also starting a Kolektivo pilot, or MVP, on the island of Curacao, the island that we come from, which a bunch of great individuals, and also we have worked for years seeding and jump-starting local network of regeneration stewards on the island of Curacao through Collectivo grants. The Kolektivo network right now is very big. We're kind of a global community, so we have global and local actors. Right now, we have, of course, renowned actors such as Toucan, Prime DAO, Celo, Climate Collective, and Curve Labs, Byte Rocket. They're all supporting this and building together, making sure that this mission can become something tangible and create real impact on local communities worldwide. Next to that, we have, of course, for our MVP pilot, we have Collectivo Curacao. These are the locals, people that are from Curacao, trying to implement the MVP, which will be launching this quarter, or at least the fourth quarter of this year. Yeah, we already have like about 450 early participants. We have done already 40 plus grants, 15 members of Collectivo Curacao. And already 5 years of experience in building within the space of Curacao and the Caribbean region. Some of them, yeah, here are some beautiful faces. Luc, of course, a lot of people know Luc, and Nico and Josh and stuff is also here. And kind of like, yeah, I wanted to share a bit of the Colectivo Festival that is going to be happening this October on the 21st and the 22nd of October. On the island of Curacao, which is my home island. Please, it's a big, warm welcome to come to Curacao. It's right after EthCC Bogota. And as the hashtag says, it's always ReFi summer in Curacao. It's going to be a great event, lots of good music, good people, good vibes, and a lot of regenerative energies. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. Thank you for listening.